Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and affordable back row bargain, Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Continuing my series on affordable Class A's, today we're going to look at a 2000 model Thor 4Winds Hurricane. It's the model 30Q, and it's 31.5 feet long, bumper to bumper length. It's got 59,000 miles. Actually a pretty nice little motorhome for the money. No slides. But get this price, $16,900. Guys, that's used travel trailer price for a self-contained motorhome with a generator. Of course, I know it's 21 years old, but all in all, not too bad, guys. Looking around, it looks good. Like most Hurricanes of this era, it's got a couple little small spatches of delamination, and you probably can't even see it about the size of my hand right there. But the sides aren't falling off of it by no means. I mean, I wouldn't even worry about fixing that. I mean, that'll last you for years. But looking around, the guys, it's a solid motorhome. It's got the 5,000-pound hitch on the back. It's built on the Ford chassis. Got the 6.8 Triton V10, 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. 4 kW Onan generator running right now, powering everything up inside. Air's cold, refrigerator's getting cold. Not bad. Got a couple little spots over here. You can see it a little better in the sunlight, but certainly nowhere near severe enough to worry about fixing. And yes, you can fix that, but it is a long and drawn out process for minimal results. So, but guys, like I said, for $16,900, I don't know how you can complain. Got a Daytona race sticker on the windshield, so it's been a NASCAR buggy, I would say. Got a patio awning. Let's look inside. Now, inside needs to be clean, and I actually did a clip of this one on a preview video a couple of weeks ago, but I've just been backed up as far as getting videos done, guys, and that's why I had to just kind of make it a point to do some of these lower price Class A trade-ins and stuff that we bought, because guys, right now I'm so backed up with Class A's, it's not even funny. Windshield looks great. Looking down, dash looks great. And I'm being brutally honest with you guys. I'm going to point out the good, the bad, the ugly, the flaws. You know, at $16,900, it's pretty much take it like you see it. Or for $2,000 more, we'll do an RV inspection on it, which covers the RV components only. Generator, roof air, refrigerator, appliances, drawers, cabinets, propane, 12-volt, electrical, all that. For $18,900, I'll check all that, or $16,900, you take it like it is. Does need a little bit of a cleanup inside. I've got to get my cleaning crew in here. Does have an ABS light on, like most Fords do from this era. A lot of times that will go out after you drive it for a little bit. Sometimes it's dust caught on the ABS sensor. Sensor might be unplugged. Sensor may be bad. I don't know. It could be nothing, or it could be a lot. I mean, that's just, you know, most people aren't going to fool with fixing that. Most for sale owners are not going to fool with fixing that. Little rip right here in the driver's seat. Other than that, the upholstery looks good. Got the original carpet. Roof air's ice cold. Swivel chair. You know, it's just 31.5 feet long, so easy size to drive and park, and yes, I am planning on driving it shortly. Got a sleeper sofa and a table booth, so it's a little bit bigger than that one I did earlier today, because it just had a sofa and then a corner bed. This one's actually got a queen island bed and a sofa and table booth, so it can sleep 6. Kitchen looks great. Everything looks pretty much original in here. I don't see any modifications that I can tell. I don't see any water damage on the inside as far as the roof or soft spots in the floor or anything like that. Everything's pretty solid. You got a 3-burner stovetop. Look at that, guys. 21 years old. Doesn't look like it's ever been cooked on. I'm sure it has, but very little. This looks like a newer microwave. It is. It's clean. Refrigerator. 2-way RV refrigerator freezer. Does have the optional heated holding tanks for wintertime use. Got a fully enclosed side bath with an outside closet. You can see this closet right here. I mean, that's a decent amount of storage for what this unit is. Got a queen bed in the back. It's a queen island bed. Actually got a nice size rear bedroom. It is set up for the second AC, but it's never been installed, and it's only got a 4 kW generator and 30 amp electrical service. So you could only run one air at a time anyway if you did have a second AC. And be honest with you guys, 31 foot, you really don't need it. Place here, I'm assuming for a TV. Hey, look at that, guys. That thing's practically a collector's item, antique now. That's a little 13-inch CRT. Yeah. Got the fully enclosed side bathroom. The skylight, which you always want to look at, especially in older RVs, has no stains on it, no signs of water damage. Of course, the shower is yellowed, and that's from the UV rays coming in from the skylight over the past 20-something years. But the stickers are still partly visible on it, so it doesn't have just a ton of use, but it turns yellow from the UV rays, and you can paint it, but it will just look like that again in a few years. So probably another thing that's more trouble than it's worth. But all in all, guys, this thing's a solid motorhome. It's got good miles, 51,000 miles, original TVs in it. Ducted roof air, works great. Yeah, I've been doing this so long, I remember this would have been frontline material. But, because I remember when these things were new. But still a decent motorhome. I know, guys, that not everybody can afford or wants to spend $40,000, $50,000 on a used Class A. I'm just showing you an alternative, guys, for those of you on a lesser budget or just doesn't want to invest that much for your first RV or whatever. 16.9 as it sets, and of course, guys, you always have the opportunity to come down, test drive the coach, crank a generator up, turn everything on, and try it for yourself before deciding to buy it or not buy it. And who knows, you get down here, guys, you may decide, you know what, I'm not an RV technician, I'm not a mechanic, let me leave it here and let us do the full inspection for 18.9. Guys, well, of course, that won't include the ABS light. That's easy to spend much more money than it's worth, and you know, that's something, you know, if your state requires an inspection that this would fail, which there's just a few of them that do that on older RVs like this, then it's up to you to fix it or not fix it. But I'm not going to get into it for a 16.9 motorhome, guys. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to keep costs down, to keep the prices down. Now, if I want to fix that ABS, put new carpet in here, clean it up, do a full inspection, I could ask $21,900, maybe $24,900 for it right now in the current market, but I'm not going to do that. My guys are backed up. My technicians are covered up, busy. I'm trying to give them some relief, but still sell some RVs. So I'm selling a lot of this stuff as is. You know, I'm letting you decide if you want to pay the extra for the checkout or not. 16.9 as it sets. Of course, like I said, we'll crank it up, let you inspect it yourself, or 18.9 with an RV component inspection. I'm not going to do anything with like ABS light or anything like that. And I'll put a link below in the video description explaining all this, as well as a link to our inspection process that we're going to do on this RV for the 18.9 price. 16.9, what you see is what you get, both prices. 100% haggle-free, firm, non-negotiable. Guys, as far as financing is concerned, older RVs, banks, thanks to COVID-19, have tightened up restrictions. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I have a bank besides a local finance company that's going to finance a 2000 model. I might be wrong, so you might want to ask your salesperson about that. But on the flip side, 16.9 or even 18.9 is a price that you can go to your local bank or credit union that you personally do business with and get a loan for. Yeah, you're not going to get 10 or 12 year financing, but you don't need it. I mean, 4 or 5 year financing or less is plenty on this amount of money and still keep you an affordable payment. I mean, if you can't afford a payment on that, so you got no business RV shopping to begin with. But or pay cash. We take trade-ins or a combination of the three. The price is 16.9 as is, haggle-free, firm, and 18.9 with inspection. If it's something you think you're interested in, give us a call. These motorhomes in this price range under 25 grand, selling like crazy. Selling like crazy. We sold one Saturday. We just sold one about 2 hours ago in that price range. I've got 3 or 4 left, but guys, once these things are gone, they're gone. I'll try to buy some more or try to trade for some more, but they're getting harder and harder to find. That's literally not in pieces. And guys, I get frustrated too. I know those of you on a budget, like in this budget price range, everything you look at's junk. Junk, junk, falling to pieces, junk. I do too. I look at the same units you do a lot of times. I get frustrated too. For sale owners, lie about the condition. Oh, it's like new. It's wouldn't hesitate to drive it to California, just like, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all have heard it all, guys. And then get there and the roof's falling out of it, or nothing works on it, or can't even drive it because the transmission's slipping on it, or something like that, guys. We're not like that. What you see is what you get. We're going to test drive it. I've got generator running, lights on, air conditioner on, refrigerator on. I can tell you for a fact that all those systems work as of right now. Motorhome cranks up and drives. We're going to test drive it here in a little bit, check the cruise control out, take it down the highway and the interstate, check the brakes, check the alignment, check how the tires feel. I mean, I'm going to drive it like I was driving it to purchase it for myself. And that's coming up shortly. But 16.9 is the price. I don't play the back and forth game. I don't take offers. That's what it takes to buy it. I've looked on other RV dealers' websites and RV trade. Guys, there's nothing out there that's decent for this price. And most RV dealers don't have anything in this price range. We do, guys. We pride ourselves on carrying something for everybody's budget. Whether it's $16.9, $10,000, or $150,000 and everything in between. We have options for you, especially in a Class A motorhome. Unfortunately, Class C's, no. I got 100 plus used RVs out here. I've got 4 Class C's. And I think half of them's already got a deposit on it. You can't find those, can't find Class B's either. But I've got plenty of Class A's, and they got scarce for a while, but they've actually started loosening up where I can buy them now. So knock on wood, hopefully that continues. But guys, 16.9 will trade. If something you're interested in, I strongly suggest picking up a phone right away. 706-965-7929. Make sure it's available. Probably want to consider leaving a deposit on it. I can't guarantee you the video will get uploaded tonight or in the morning, but it may be gone the next day. I mean, you don't ever know, guys. People, I've sold these things in 30, 45 minutes after the video's been published. Somebody bought it sight unseen, left a deposit, and either came out and bought it or wired us the money. Nationwide delivery is available, but guys, like any older motor home, I personally recommend you look at it in person. I know that's inconvenient for those of you who may be hundreds if not thousands of miles away, but you can take assurance from this, guys. I don't care how far away you live from us in the United States. We've sold somebody in your direct area an RV before over the past 52 years. I've sold multiple units to people from all over Alaska, Canada. California is a huge state for RV sales because the prices are so high over there. Outside of our local tri-state area, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, or more than tri-state, but or in the Carolinas, guys, I've sold more RVs to California buyers than probably anybody else besides our local states here in the Southeast. And that's 2,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 miles away. And they come get them or we deliver them. So right there should tell you what kind of deals we have, guys. Because you know the internet has leveled the playing field for everybody now. I mean, you can look up literally every 2000 model 30Q Hurricane on the market today for sale, compare prices, conditions, and more. And you're going to see really quick, I've got a great deal right here. 16.9 on the Back Row Bargains page. I will put a link in the video description below if you want to look at the other units I have. But remember, guys, $2,000 more, we'll do a full inspection. If you got any questions, best thing to do is pick up the phone, call one of our non-commissioned salespeople. 706-965-7929. Have your credit card ready. I would strongly consider leaving a deposit. Again, guys, chances are you're going to have to provide your own financing on this. Check with your bank, credit union, personal loan, however you want to do it. But thank you for watching. So hang tight. I'm going to pause the video, put on my GoPro strap, chest mount, and take it for a virtual test drive. So y'all hang tight. Be right back. All right, everybody. Now we're going to test drive this 2000 model Thor 4Winds Wind Sport. And I've got my GoPro chest mount on, so if it moves a little bit or gets a little crooked, I apologize. My assistant is out for today and tomorrow, so I'm having to do this solo, including the editing. So if I mess up and got a video clip out of alignment, please forgive me. She's a lot better at that editing stuff than I am. But we're going to drive this thing down the road as soon as we get a clear spot here. And good solid feel to it so far. And again, guys, the ABS light is on. Well, I like the way that thing sounds. I love that V10, that kind of throaty, beefy sound it's got to it, if that makes sense. Kind of reminds you almost of an old hot rod or something. And a lot of people don't know this, but a Ford V10 is actually one of the last remaining hemispheric motors. In other words, like you see the Hemis and the Dodge Chargers and stuff like that, those aren't real Hemis, they just own the name. But an actual hemispheric motor is actually the only one left is the Ford V10 that I know of. So, you know, it's a great design. It's I know it's been around since about 1997, but of course the Hemi design's been around for a lot longer than that. So if anybody asks, you got a Hemi in your motorhome if you buy this one or one with a Ford V10. Got generator running, everything on, air feels good. 59,401 miles. And as we drive up the road here, I'll tell you how it does, how it feels, and all that stuff. So far, so good. What little bit I've driven it. So far, so, I mean, it seems to be doing all right. I don't feel any unusual vibrations. If I had to pick it, oh, sorry, I guess I could put the thing in drive here. There it goes. Sorry about that. I suppose if I had to pick this thing, it's got the steering wheel's off center just a little bit to the right. I mean, it's not pulling to the right, but the steering wheel's off center. I mean, 50, no problem. We're going to take it down the interstate, see if the cruise control works. And I could go faster than that if I wanted to, but of course, you know, right now at local time it's about 5 o'clock, so you get to see what passes for Ringgold rush hour. I'm gonna get on it just a little bit, just because I know how the trucks are coming up this hill. You got to get some speed up. Of course, you need to anyway. Anytime you get on the interstate, guys, in a big vehicle, of course, then this happens. Truck beside you that can't get over, and then you got a car broke down on the right lane in front of you. That's what it's all about, guys. Always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's kind of like the RVer's creed right there. Always think ahead. That's why you never want to have your phone in your hand or none of that crap when you're driving, guys, because keep your eyes on the road. All right, let's check the cruise control. I do not believe the cruise control. Oh, there it goes. Sorry about that. I didn't think it worked for a minute, but it's got a little bit of a delay there, but it works. Awesome. That truck didn't blow me around too awful bad. You got a few little squeaks from this great big plastic dash right here, but that's just typical of Four Winds motorhomes of this era, guys. I've driven probably hundreds of these Hurricanes and Wind Sports from the early 2000s, and every one of them sounds like it when you're driving down the road. Brakes feel good getting off the interstate here. Got plenty of pedal. I don't feel any vibrations from rotors or anything like that. So guys, yeah, I think this is for the price, a decent old motorhome. You know, I always tell people, be your own judge, because what I say is nice and what you say is nice, maybe two different things, and you may think it's nicer, you may think it's not as nice as I do. That's what makes us human, guys. We all got opinions about everything, politics, religion, and what kind of condition a RV should be in to be nice enough for you to buy for $16,900 for you and your family. So anyway, guys, if you got any questions at all, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Thanks again for watching, and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.